Hi YouTube, today I'm gonna open the Hornet 177 caliber pellet rifle. Here's the front of the box. And here's the back of the box. Okay, so what this is, it's basically just a pellet rifle. And it takes 177 caliber pellets, and this works with lead or alloy pellets. All I have are these lead pellets. It still works, but if you use the Raptor alloy pellets, it has a 25% increase in velocity and a 50% harder than lead. You get a piece of paper that shows you how to put the scope on. You get some more pieces of paper, and you get the owner's manual. Next, you get this box, and inside this box, you're gonna get a piece of paper that shows you how to use the scope, and you're gonna get the actual scope. Last, you're gonna get the actual gun, and there's 2 more tiny pieces of paper. Okay, so right when you take this gun out of the box, it's just gonna come in a bag, and the bag is just to protect the gun. So here's the gun, and now I'm gonna open the scope, and the scope is also gonna come in the bag, and the bag is just to protect it while it's in the box. Now the scope is gonna come with this, which is just to clean the lens, and this, which is an Allen wrench. And this is a very important Allen wrench, do not lose it. So what's cool is the scope comes with the covers, and the covers are just to protect it when you're not using. And the scope also comes with 2 caps. One is for windage adjustment, and one is for elevation adjustment. And the cap isn't actually the thing that adjusts it. You take the cap off. You see, this is an elevation adjustment on the top, and you would turn it. If you turn it this way to make it go up, and this to go down. And then obviously the other cap, well, the other thing inside the cap is for windage. Next, I'm going to show you how to put the scope on. So you're going to use your Allen wrench to put the scope on, and take the gun, and you're just going to loosen these screws. Don't undo them all the way, loosen them, because these screws are very important and you do not want to lose them. Then there's going to be 2 ways to look in the scope. One way is going to be the real way, and it's going to look how a regular scope is if you aim down it, and if you look down it on the other side, it's going to look really weird, and there's going to be a tiny hole. So you just aim down the scope and make sure you put the side facing your eye in the back like this. Then all you really need to do is slide the scope on. Okay, so I got the scope on right here, and it took a while to put on. It took me about 20 minutes to put the scope on, because you have to unscrew everything, put these on, put the scope on, screw it back on, and you have to keep adjusting it. But I did it, and it's pretty cool. So how this works is it's basically like any break action weapon. Push the barrel down, and I'm not gonna do it right now because it's pretty loud. After you push the barrel down, you put the pellet in, and like through the tube. Then you push the barrel back up, take it off safety, and pull the trigger. And what's cool about this is I'm not gonna do it in the video, but there's actually a 2 motion, I guess I should say, or a 2 gauge trigger. You have to pull the trigger like this and then like this. It's like a 2-part trigger, and you can adjust both parts, and you can adjust on how hard to pull the trigger, like to make it really hard to pull the trigger or very easy to pull the trigger. And I'm not going to show you adjusting it in the video because that would make it even longer, but yes, I guess I'm ready to shoot now. Let's go downstairs. I'm going to be wearing my hearing protection because this gun is loud, really loud. We didn't shoot it with pellets yet, but my dad came to help. Well, he didn't help me putting the scope on, but he was just looking at the gun. And we just pulled it down, pushed the barrel up, and to see how it shoots. It's loud. It doesn't have a very big kick to it, but it's really loud. If you have sensitive ears, then I would be wearing hearing protection. My ears aren't very sensitive and I don't need it, but just in case. And even if it wasn't because it was loud, if any pellet bounces off and hits you in the ear, Now I'm gonna show you how to put the pellet in. First, you're gonna get a lead or alloy 177 caliber pellet. And then you're gonna push the barrel down, like any break barrel gun. There. Once you've done that, you're gonna take your pellet, then you're gonna put the pellet in like this. Once you've done that, you're gonna break the barrel back up. Okay, while you're doing this, make sure it's on safety, because on any gun, even if it's a toy gun, whether it's loaded or not, always make sure it's on safety until you're ready to fire. Okay, take off the lens caps. Now, I'm ready to shoot. Trust me, this is powerful and loud, very loud. Shooting in 3, 2, 1. I couldn't hear it. Let's see where I hit. Okay, I found out where I hit. I was aiming right here in this eye and I hit right here. So that's pretty accurate. So that means if it's like that, you have to adjust the scope a little bit higher. It's awesome. I like the kick on it. So the reason I'm not gonna wear my ear protection anymore is, first of all, because I don't need it, because since we're outside, it's not as loud as we thought it was when we shot it inside. And second of all, because it squishes my glasses and hurts my ears. So let's shoot it one more time. Okay, on safety. Okay, then you're gonna put your pellet in, and there's this part on the pellet, the back, is called the skirt of the pellet. Make sure, when you're putting the pellet in, make sure the bigger part, or the skirt, is facing you. It's on safety. Right now, I'm just gonna aim a little bit higher. Later, I'll adjust the scopes to make it higher. Okay, I hit something. See what I hit? Last time there were 2 holes right here. Now there's 3, so I hit right here. And we'll try one more time. Okay, let me adjust the scope to make it a little bit higher. I'm on fire. Oh, I can smell smoke coming out of the barrel. That's how much air it put into it. And oh wow, I hit here. Again, I keep hitting right there. Okay, I adjusted the scopes better right now, so I'm gonna try one more time. It was aiming way too low and a little bit too much left, so I adjusted it way higher and a little bit more to the right. Oh my gosh, I hit it right here. Well, that means I need to adjust it more. It's probably the wind. It's blowing this way, so it's probably making it turn. Okay, so adjusting it right made it a little bit better, because it actually went a little bit more to the right. But I guess I have to adjust it more, like way higher, because it's just going low for some reason. That's the end of the video, so bye YouTube. Thanks for watching and please subscribe. Peace out.